What's up, Aquarius? It's better late than never. It's been a weekend for sure, but this is your weekly reading. A little late, but it's okay. If you want a personal reading, that's linked in the description below. There will also be a card that will come up at around the 2-minute mark. That will say personal readings. Anything you need to know about me is linked in the description below. I'm now doing live personal readings, scheduled readings. So check my website. Soft launch. All right, let's see what we got for y'all. Going back to basics. This is the first original tarot deck that I ever got. Not the first deck, but the first original like Rider-Waite. Wow, y'all are stuck in ego, huh, Aquarius? Trying to find your stability. I feel like maybe you might have a happy home. I keep hearing happy home, so I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, you may be happy with the people that you're surrounded with, but there could be a specific person that you're remaining stuck with. You're keeping yourself stuck with this person. This person could be wishy-washy, in and out, not knowing what they want, just very chaotic energy, impulsive at times. They operate from their ego, and so thus they're keeping you stuck in your ego and in your brain, in your insecurities. This person or this entity is making you insecure. And all you got to do is cut them loose, but for some reason, you have not. It could be somebody you're committed to. Doesn't have to be. These are general readings. So even if I see a person, doesn't necessarily mean you're in a relationship with this person. Relationships are broad though, right? You could be in a relationship with this person in the sense that they're your boss or a friend. You know what I mean? So take it as it resonates. Person's very ego driven. You're stuck. 3 of Wands in reverse. Page of Cups. 8 of Cups in reverse. Temperance in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the 3 of Wands in reverse is a card that tells me you cannot see the future in this situation or this person or whatever this is. And you don't see it because it's very chaotic, possibly even toxic, right? This person either owes you an apology, they're coming to give you an apology, they're coming to give some sort of gesture, check in on you if you haven't heard from them. Or maybe that's just their cycle, is that they return, right? Because this is a return, but it's also an inability to walk away from something that is no longer serving us, right? And that could be you. I feel like you might be in that situation, Aquarius. And again, this might not even have to do with a person. I feel like it does, because most of the time when court cards show up, pages, knights, kings, queens, it's a person. It's indicative of some sort of person. That's just my experience. But could just be an energy, right? You're in a chaotic environment, a very impulsive, fast-paced, in and out, hot and cold environment, possibly a work environment, whatever it is. The Page of Cups is very intuitive. The Page of Cups is very open. The Page of Cups has their heart open, kind of like wears their heart on their sleeve, right? Is very, I don't want to say naive, but in this instance, yes. So I'd have to get more information on this page, if this is an apology. It doesn't feel like it necessarily is. You're just unable to move forward, and maybe that's a physical move as well. Like maybe you're stuck in the spot that you're in. Like maybe you're dealing with, and it has to do with this environment or this person that you're dealing with, right? You could be stuck. 2 of Cups in reverse. This is a specific connection that has, it feels like, possibly ended, right? Or at the very least, there's disharmony within the connection. Oh my God, King of Cups in reverse. This, okay, so you have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. This feels like a person who uses, let's say, niceness and cutesiness and like compassion in order to emotionally manipulate somebody. I wanted to say it before, but I wasn't completely sure. The King of Cups is now out in reverse. Now I'm saying it. It feels like somebody who emotionally manipulates, who will, let's say, be the person to give a heartfelt apology just because they don't want to fucking hear you anymore. Or because it's like the boss that, again, make it make sense to you, right? It's like the boss that is literally saying whatever they have to say to appease you because they know that you got one leg out. And because of that, it feels like this cycle that keeps going. You're trapped in a situation. You're stuck. You're feeling bound. But again, the Eight of Swords is like it's not real. It's not a real entrapment. You have the power to cut these ties loose. You're just having trouble doing it because it feels like something or someone has a hold on you. Seven of Wands, upright. You're fighting for your life out here in these streets, Aquarius. That's what it feels like. Feels very much so like it could be a you thing, like you digging your heels in a situation and refusing to move forward or even see forward. Like, fuck movement at this point. I mean, and it starts with up here, but it trickles down to everything in life. I kind of want one more. Oh my God, you got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Sheesh. The Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is destiny. It's good luck. It's good karma, right? So I don't know if you're afraid or you're trying to protect yourself from something bad happening. And maybe that's why you're keeping yourself stuck, because maybe you're afraid to push forward. Like, what's going to happen? Nothing bad is going to happen. I kind of want one more to connect these two because these are two very different cards. Ace of Swords. That's the sword that's going to cut the tie, baby. I think that's it. This is clarity too. Could be a conversation or getting some information that you need in order to progress forward, right? The Wheel of Fortune is all about destiny. This is nothing to be fucked with. The Wheel of Fortune. We love that it's upright, which tells me karma is working out in your favor. Destiny, things are going to, the wheel is spinning in your favor. We love that, right? There is some sort of clarity moment that is coming, a conversation, information that you need, one little piece of information that's going to cut this loose. If it's a job, let's say, and you recently applied to a new job and you're like a little bit in your head about it, a little insecure, could be you getting information from that new job that like they want you to come for an interview, and or maybe even you went for an interview and the information you could be getting is, hey, you got the job. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is a big change, but for the better. So it's not some little thing. This isn't some, when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's not like I changed my hair color, I dyed my hair. This is big, you know, but it's good. I don't know if you even realize that yet. Strength, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse. You need to let go of the past. The Hangman is in reverse. The Hangman is at the bottom of the deck, which is a card that the Hangman is all about surrendering, right? It's about new perspectives, seeing things, seeing even what we would perceive as a shitty situation, seeing not the getting a new perspective on it. I don't want to say seeing the good or seeing the bad, whatever. I kind of want to be neutral, right? The Hangman is getting that new perspective and accepting whatever your fate is going to be. And it's beautiful because this card is all about fate and destiny. And when it's upright, it's good. It's a good fate. It's good destiny. It's things working out for you. Does that mean, though, when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it is enough to keep in mind, right, that yes, just because you're in an upturn right now in life, life has ebbs and flows. So yes, this particular situation, karma's on your side. It's going to work. Things are going to work out in your favor. You just got to keep pushing through with the Strength card. 10 of Pentacles is in reverse, which could mean the breaking of not breaking, but like family conflicts and stuff like that. But it could also mean somebody being greedy or like losing a lot of fucking money or something like that. If this is what has happened, right? If you're watching this and you're like, yeah, no, that is exactly spot on. I've lost a lot of money in this situation. Don't fret, my pet, because things are going to work out for you. You'll get it back. The universe is right. Like you win some, you lose some. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. The Wheel of Fortune upright is about us winning some at this point. So do not worry and do not live and take residency in the past, because I feel like you have to bust through that. This is about busting through barriers, but not physically busting through them. This is all about inner strength. She's taming the beast. I don't know why this is blurry. I got this new cool Lightworkers Oracle deck from Brenda, actually, who's probably watching this because she's an Aquarius. So thank you, Brenda, for this. I appreciate it a lot. I literally use everything that you get me, and I appreciate it all. So anyway, I'm going to pull one card because I read from the book. So I don't want to take up a lot of y'all's time. Divine Grace, the law of efficiency. Let's see what this one says. Oh, I love these cards. Look how fucking beautiful they are. Number 32. Okay. It's time your life became easier. What the fuck is this reading all about? What have I been saying? It's time for you to walk the way of divine grace with trust, simplicity, and acceptance. Right. Accepting things as they are. You do, as I've been saying, you do not have to try to make things happen. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that all will be as it's meant to be. Like I said, surrender your struggles now as you allow life to serve you with love and kindness. That's the Hanged Man. This is the most efficient use of your energy and will lead to the best results. The law of efficiency encourages us to work smarter rather than always working harder. It's like learning to allow a wave to carry you to shore rather than swimming the entire way with your own efforts alone or even against the current, which would make the journey even harder. It's like planting a seed at the right time, so nature will help it bloom in the spring rather than planting it during the dead of winter when it takes a lot of effort to keep it alive. And even then, it may not survive. This is the intelligence of the law of efficiency and divine grace at work. To hitch your wagon to the universe in this way, you need to learn to listen. This means tuning into what feels right or wrong at any given time. Sometimes you'll want to push forward, yet your intuitive knowing will guide you to rest. Sometimes you'll want to hide from a challenge, and yet know in your bones it's time to step up and shine with boldness despite the fear you may feel. The universe has a sense of natural flow, cycles, and timing that assures us that it supports every dream we dare to dream that everyone can come to fruition in due course. God, I'm so spot on. It may not look exactly as you expect, but if you have set it in motion with desire and intention, karmic law will ensure that it finds expression. What did I say? This wheel, rewind this video back, because I said that Wheel of Fortune is all about karma. It's all about karma being on your side. For this to happen in the most loving, graceful, and easy way, you must learn to hear, feel, and sense the currents of life and work with them rather than push against them. That's exactly what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. It's about going with the currents. This is about common sense. Allow yourself to be helped, not making things more difficult for yourself than they need to be. I'm going to keep reading this. I hope y'all are still listening. Imagine that you have a chance to share a feeling of love in a room full of receptive people. The time is right. They're open, and your efforts create the maximum effect for love's success. Or you could expend the same amount of time and energy by arguing with one disinterested person in an attempt to get them to understand and receive your love, even though they actually have no interest in doing so. They just wish to have their own point of view and for you to agree with that. That's ego, like I said in the beginning. One is working with the law of efficiency. The other is working against the tides of life. It's not bad to choose the harder way sometimes. It can be a great learning experience, but you're being encouraged with this oracle to explore the easier and more graceful way more often, especially at this time in your life, because there's a helping hand, a natural wave of energy in life that's going to be able to support your rising spirit in manifesting something truly beautiful and special in the world. The law of efficiency is also sometimes known as the path of least resistance. We must find the strength. Are we kidding? We must find the strength that comes from letting go and trusting that the universe knows what it's doing. It takes spiritual maturity to cede to wisdom greater than your own immediate understanding. Then you are surfing the wave rather than swimming against the current. How efficient to work with life and its cycles. What I say about the Wheel of Fortune, rather than believing you must struggle and strain to be heard, loved, rewarded, and inspired. You have that maturity within you. Trust now. Trust that all will come in time. There's an invocation. I don't know if I'm going to say it or not, but if that ain't fucking spot on for this reading, I don't know what is. Do with that as you will. This has been a pretty dope reading, if I must say so myself. Let me know if that makes sense in the comments below. I will see y'all next week. Peace out.